Late one night in the Nevada desert, a commercial imaging satellite passed over Groom Lake, better known as Area 51. The next morning, analysts scanning the routine feed stopped dead. On the runway sat a shape that didn't match any known aircraft. It wasn't a bomber. It wasn't a drone. It was diamond-shaped, tailless, and bigger than an F-22, but smaller than a B-21. Hours later, the next satellite pass showed nothing. The runway was empty. No contrails, no radar tracks. Whatever it was, it had vanished. Moments like this have been repeating quietly for years. Strange construction at remote bases, sudden airspace closures, engine test data buried in budget reports, officials giving carefully worded answers that explain nothing. And yet, through the haze, a single silhouette is beginning to take shape. A secretive, sixth-generation fighter that may already be flying. It has no confirmed designation, no public unveiling, and no photos. Just a nickname whispered in aviation circles: the F-47. For the first time, the threads of that mystery are starting to weave together. Fifth-generation fighters such as the F-22 and F-35 transformed the air combat environment. They combined radar-evading designs with advanced sensors and networked warfare, allowing pilots to see more, shoot first, and survive longer than adversaries. But they were still built for a specific era, one where American air bases were secure, tankers could orbit freely, and radar systems operated on known frequencies. Sixth-generation aircraft are being designed for a far less forgiving world. China's expansion into the Pacific has created overlapping radar networks that cover thousands of miles. Russian S-500 systems are engineered to track low observable targets at extended ranges. Hypersonic missiles compress reaction times to minutes. The future battlespace is saturated, fast-moving, and electronically hostile. To operate in that environment, sixth-generation fighters must achieve more than incremental improvements. They must integrate next-generation stealth, including shaping that defeats both traditional radar and low-frequency arrays. Their propulsion must support high-speed penetration and long-range endurance without exposing tankers. Their computing power must fuse data from satellites, ships, drones, and ground sensors into a single tactical picture. At the same time, their electronic warfare suites need to adapt in real time to shifting threats. The NGAD program's ambition is simple: build an aircraft so adaptable, so aware, and so survivable that no adversary can field a credible counter for decades. The F-47, if it exists in the form analysts believe, represents the first operational step toward that goal. The evidence for the F-47's existence doesn't rest on a single leak, but on years of observable activity. After the 2020 announcement that a demonstrator had flown, Groom Lake and Edwards, Air Force Base began changing rapidly. New hangars with high bays capable of concealing large tailless aircraft appeared at Groom Lake. These were paired with runway extensions and hardened perimeters designed to keep line-of-sight photography to a minimum. Edwards, long the home of the X-plane testing program, saw increased nighttime flight activity in restricted air corridors. Airspace over the Nevada test range began closing on tight, recurring schedules, often matching known test window patterns used during the B-2 and B-21 development programs. Budgetary footprints matched the physical changes. The Pentagon used umbrella terms like penetrating counter-air and family of systems in appropriations bills. Procurement timelines and classified R&D funding grew in parallel with these construction efforts. This mirrors the B-21 secret development playbook: infrastructure first, money second, public acknowledgement last. For analysts, this layered pattern, construction, airspace activity, budget shifts, forms a reliable signature. It's the same signature that preceded every major stealth platform in U.S. history. The F-47 fits cleanly into that mold. Although no official image has been released, several technical indicators offer insight into the likely shape and capability of the F-47. Patent filings and contractor concept art point toward a tailless diamond delta wing design. Removing vertical tails eliminates one of the strongest radar reflectors on modern aircraft, reducing the radar cross-section across a broad range of frequencies. The wing planform appears optimized for both high-speed penetration and efficient cruising, a compromise rarely achieved in earlier designs. The engine technology is another critical piece. Pratt & Whitney's XA100 adaptive cycle engine, developed under the Adaptive Engine Transition Program, can shift between modes optimized for thrust and modes optimized for range. In practical terms, this allows the aircraft to cruise long distances with the efficiency of a turbofan, then switch to a high-thrust turbojet-like mode when it needs to sprint into or out of contested airspace. This duality is essential for operating across the Pacific without tanker support. Thermal and electromagnetic signature control are likely prioritized. Satellite imagery suggests deeply buried engine exhausts, similar to the B-21s, which would minimize infrared emissions and radar spikes. Edges and seams appear aligned to scatter returns in multiple directions, making detection by modern multiband radar arrays significantly more difficult. In essence, the probable F-47 design isn't a radical departure from known stealth principles. It's an evolution aimed at surviving next-generation sensor networks. Where the F-47 breaks sharply from earlier aircraft is in its digital architecture. NGAD platforms are being built around open systems frameworks that allow software and hardware to be upgraded in months rather than decades. The aircraft is believed to integrate an onboard AI co-pilot capable of managing sensors, communications, and electronic warfare autonomously. This frees the human pilot to focus on strategic decisions rather than micromanaging radar modes or data link configurations. Equally significant is its role as a network node. The F-47 would not fight alone. It would command a distributed formation. Loyal wingman drones, standoff jammers, even unmanned strike aircraft, extending its reach far beyond a single cockpit. This combat cloud approach allows the manned jet to remain in relatively safe airspace while pushing unmanned assets forward to detect, disrupt, or attack enemy defenses. Strategically, this model addresses two problems simultaneously: pilot workload in complex electronic environments and the escalating cost of building large numbers of manned fighters. A single F-47 could coordinate half a dozen autonomous assets, effectively multiplying its combat power without increasing crew risk. Geography remains one of America's biggest operational challenges, particularly in the Pacific. Key Chinese targets are thousands of miles from the nearest U.S. bases. Fifth-generation aircraft lack the unrefueled range to conduct deep strike missions, forcing reliance on tankers that are highly vulnerable to long-range missile attacks. The adaptive engines believed to power the F-47 change this equation. By dynamically altering bypass ratios and operating modes, these engines give the aircraft both long-range cruising capability and the ability to dash at high speed when needed. Operationally, this would allow missions to launch from bases deep in U.S. territory or from island chains well outside the first and second island rings. The aircraft could cross the Pacific, penetrate dense air defense networks, strike strategic nodes, and return without tanker support. This dramatically complicates adversary defense planning, as there are far fewer predictable choke points to target. But extending its reach is only half the equation. How the F-47 fights once it arrives is even more revolutionary. Unlike the F-22 or F-35, The F-47 is not intended to operate as a standalone platform. NGAD emphasizes a family of systems in which the fighter is one element of a broader combat architecture. This includes advanced sensors deployed on unmanned aircraft, collaborative combat drones carrying weapons or jamming pods, and secure communication links resistant to jamming and interception. Each component is designed to be modular, allowing rapid upgrades and replacements as technologies evolve. This architecture has strategic implications. Instead of fielding one extremely complex and expensive aircraft that attempts to do everything, the U.S. can distribute roles among multiple specialized systems. The manned fighter serves as the flexible, survivable command core, while cheaper, more expendable unmanned systems handle high-risk tasks. This reduces overall cost per effect and increases resilience against losses. The secrecy surrounding the F-47 follows a familiar pattern. Stealth aircraft derive much of their advantage from surprise. Revealing detailed shapes, engine signatures, or sensor layouts too early gives adversaries time to adapt radar systems, develop counter tactics, and adjust deployment strategies. Keeping the aircraft under wraps until it nears operational readiness forces adversaries to guess its exact capabilities for as long as possible. This uncertainty shapes strategic calculations. China and Russia must plan against the worst-case scenario, diverting resources to counter a threat they can't yet clearly define. Historically, this strategy has been effective. The F-117 remained operational for years before its public reveal. The B-2 was developed under intense secrecy, and the B-21 began flight testing before any public imagery was released. The F-47's secrecy is not unusual. It's a deliberate part of its strategic function. If the F-47 enters service as expected, its impact on the global balance of air power would be significant. China's A2/AD, anti-access/area denial strategy relies on pushing U.S. forces far from its coastline using long-range radars, surface-to-air missiles, and anti-ship weapons. A stealth fighter with intercontinental range and control over autonomous assets undermines that strategy. It can penetrate airspace that was previously considered unreachable, disable key nodes in China's defensive network, and open corridors for follow-on strikes by less stealthy aircraft. For Russia, which relies heavily on layered air defense networks like the S-400 and S-500, a sixth-generation platform presents a similar challenge. Systems designed to detect fifth-generation fighters may struggle to track or engage an aircraft with lower signatures, adaptive electronic warfare, and distributed support assets. For allies, the existence of such an aircraft reinforces U.S. extended deterrence. For adversaries, it raises the cost of escalation dramatically. The timeline for a public reveal remains uncertain. Some analysts believe the aircraft will be unveiled in the late 2020s, aligned with NGAD's planned transition from development to production. Others argue that low-rate initial production may already be underway, with aircraft flying classified operational missions while formal procurement ramps up. This approach would mirror the F-117, which operated in secret for years before being acknowledged, and the B-21, which conducted early test flights well before its public rollout. With the infrastructure, budget patterns, and flight activity we've seen, the F-47 almost certainly exists, at least in demonstrator or early prototype form. Whether the world sees it next year or several years from now, its strategic and technological trajectory is already shaping adversary planning. Every era of air combat has its defining aircraft. The F-86 Sabre ruled the skies over Korea. The F-15 became a symbol of air superiority for decades. The F-22 redefined stealth and speed for the modern age. The F-47, whatever its real designation may be, could define the next. A machine built not just to fly, but to command. Not just to hide, but to reshape the battlefield itself. Right now, it exists only in shadows and satellite photos that vanish as quickly as they appear. But ghosts don't stay hidden forever. And when this one finally steps into the light, the world may realize that the future of air combat has been flying above their heads all along.